This week on Canada in the Rough, we're hunting whitetails in Ontario. Keith Beasley is headed to northwestern Ontario to hunt whitetails from the ground with good friend and outfitter Jeff Gustafson. Join us for a true Ontario whitetail hunt in the Big Timber of Ontario Sunset Country this week on Canada in the Rough.
You all set to go for a ride or what?
I am, buddy. You know what? Thanks for having us here. We've been talking for years about doing this, and you've been at this for a long time. You're not a very old guy, but you get out hunting and fishing a lot, and you've had some mecca deer years up here in northwestern Ontario.
Yeah, probably, over the last 15 years, it's probably one of the best places in the whole country to deer hunt. And lots of big country. It's all crown land, and so lots of places to hunt. And, if you want to work hard and really get back there, a lot of these deer have probably never even seen people before. So.
Well, that's the excitement for us. Coming from southern Ontario, where it's so populated, so much hunting. Up here, you get lots of upper age classes. Buck-to-doe ratios are more properly because there's not a lot of hunting pressure, and like you said, deer that maybe you've never seen anybody and never been on a camera before. So what should we expect? We're post rut right now, maybe a tail still part of it.
There's probably still going to be a few on their feet sniffing around. It's been warm. We finally got a little bit of cold weather, so I like that. And hopefully we can find what we're looking for here. So we got some trail cameras to go check out today, and do a little scouting around and figure out where we're gonna hunt.
Let's get geared up, see what's going on. I'm excited to get out there.
Sounds good.
When it comes to deer hunting, using game cameras helps you learn a lot about the age classes, gender ratios, and movement patterns of the deer in your area, which allows you to hunt much smarter. Jeff's area in the Sunset Country of Ontario is home to some very mature whitetails, but not everyone has access to such healthy deer herds. By using game cameras to observe your deer herd before you hunt them gives you the ability to understand the health of your herd and make a more educated choice on which deer you should attempt to harvest to keep the herd in check. Some other tools of the trade that are often overlooked include machetes, saws, and hatchets to help you clear debris that might interfere with your game cameras. They also help you prep your hunting area. When time permits, it's always good practice to try to clear multiple shooting lanes where you plan to hunt. Also important when hunting out of a ground blind is to clear the area you plan to set up in, including a trail to the blind. Deer have very sensitive hearing, so the less noise you can make entering and exiting your blind, the better.
We're all set up. It's a beautiful day. Not a lot of wind. It's in our favor, but not a lot. 5 below zero, and we're hunting a great spot. It's a bit of a saddle off a high hill and a low beaver swale with a lake. So it's a pinch point that they kind of flow through here. So we're gonna sit tight all day, and hopefully the deer move through here. So there's a lot of deer activity, Jeff's saying, that's been through this area, but we're way back and remote. So here's hoping that happens. Young buck coming in from our left right here. He's making a scrape. Oh, he's gonna be in it. That's cool. comes another little guy. He's working that licking branch above the scrape. Now he's rubbing that tree. Bet that feels good. Okay, we're all set here. Season's kind of running out of time, and I've got a big moose hunt planned coming up. So there's a couple bucks that have been hanging around this little area quite a bit. I've got lots of pictures of them. So if I see one of them today, then it's my lucky day.
For me, hunting is just something that I grew up with. You know, it's a big part of my life. I love to eat what we harvest, and whether it's birds or big game or small game. I know people that live in some of the big cities and don't get to experience this kind of stuff maybe don't understand, but it's not about pulling the trigger and killing the animal at all. It's about being outside. It's about sharing experiences with your friends, and then the awesome food that comes out of it too. No luck on the deer, but we had a parade of little snowshoe hares coming in to check things out, so that's pretty cool. They're pure white. Normally we would have some snow on the ground right now, so those guys probably need it. They'd be easy pickings for all the predators out here, but it's pretty interesting how they change color. I saw a few like 2 weeks ago, and they were half brown, half white, and then they turn brown again in the spring for the summer months. Pretty cool. Buck. Look at that antler on that buck. That's a really, really neat looking young buck. That's a 1.5-year-old deer, so that would have been last year's fawn. And that buck has some severe damage to its right pedicle where the antler comes out, and it's forcing that antler to grow right out of almost the side of its head and go straight down its face. The other one's coming up normal. That'd be a really neat buck to watch over 4, 5, or 6 years and see how that rack continues to progress with that. Looks like he had some damage or abnormality happen to the base of his antler where it grows. Really cool though. Here comes another deer. That's crazy. He's got a downward pointing antler exactly the same as that spike. I wonder if they're twin brothers and they have some type of genetic deformity. There's another little buck. He's a little bigger, but still young.
posturing to fight them. They're gonna fight. Well, it's exciting today. It's just before legal light here in Ontario, so we'll uncase the gun in a minute. But right now we're excited. The wind's finally switched for us. It's still a cool morning, well below zero, but it's changing and it's bringing in a front. So Jeff's got us in the spot that we've been waiting for the wind. Some mature bucks have been on camera in here in daylight through the night and just moving through here steady through this thicket and piece of corridor that we're in here. So we're pretty excited for an all-day sit today because the odds are good we're going to see some daylight movement. So we're going to hunker down here and as soon as legal light's here, get rolling. Deer. Oh, it's a buck. Oh, it's a nice buck. That's that big 9-point long browse. We got a mature buck coming through here, one of the ones we're looking for. It's not time to shoot him yet. It's legal time, but I don't have camera light yet, so I need another 5-10 minutes to really get the camera focused on him properly. But he's a beautiful buck. Hopefully he stays around a little bit longer for us. Alright, we got enough light to take this buck now. As soon as he gives us a shot, we're gonna take him. Okay, here we go. His vitals are covered. I don't have a shot. Okay, here we go again. We got him. We got him. You know what? Those are the moments that you live for as a deer hunter. we weren't in here 5 minutes and that buck came meandering down that trail. And when one of those deer finally emerges, those ghosts out of the timber, it's almost surreal. And we didn't have the camera light to be able to hunt him. So we waited and waited. He stuck around for us and we just put a good shot on him. And we'll give Jeff a call here and go get that big boy. But that's what's exciting about hunting remote areas. The deer move in daylight. They're not pressured by people. And you get into these amazing locations to see things like that. What a hunt.
We got him, buddy. What'd you get? Got that big 9. That one that has kind of wanted to be a 10, but it wasn't, but that big thick neck on him.
Awesome.
And it was a quick hunt.
Yeah, it's early. The sun's
Were you
just
even
coming
back
up.
to your place yet when I texted you?
No.
No. It was just like you said, daylight movement. It was awesome. So I haven't gone to see him yet. So let's go.
Let's go check it out. I'm pumped.
Yeah, I got on the tree up here, Jeff.
Okay.
Oh, great trail here, Jeff. There he is, Jeff. Right there up on the trail.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Look at that. What a beautiful buck.
Awesome.
Look at that.
Sweet.
Look at that.
Yeah, what a pretty deer.
It's a gorgeous deer. And you know what? This is exactly like you promised us. It'd be remote, in the middle of nowhere, and deer that move in daylight hours. And for us, that's exciting. So,
You know, across northwestern Ontario and Sunset Country, a lot of these deer have never even seen people before, really. It's big country, big woods, and it's a great place to deer hunt, so.
well, you know what? We've been looking to hunt with you for a while. We've wanted to get up here. You're a lot like us. You feed your family wild game. You get out and enjoy fishing and hunting as much as you can.
Yep.
And this has been a treat for us to come and hunt with you. But your area and northwestern Ontario has been legendary for those. I was a whitetail mecca across Canada, not just Ontario.
Yep.
And this is an example of it. There's lots of age classes. This is a middle class buck up here for size. You got some giants up here, right down to many up and comers. So it's exciting.
It is. It's a great place to hunt. There's all kinds of great outfitters and guides all across the region, and we have a lot of fun with it.
Well, thank you.
Okay,
We
man.
appreciate it.
Awesome.
Now the real part starts.
The work begins.
Yeah, let's get on it. Well, the truck's packed and we're about to embark on a 20-hour drive back to our hometown, all within the province of Ontario. This is a huge place full of hundreds and millions of acres of hunting and fishing opportunities. And the northwest corner in Sunset Country was exactly like we hoped it'd be, full of great deer, big deer in remote places. The wilderness and timber up here is so vast and so untouched that some of these deer have never seen a human. Some of these deer have never been caught on a camera before. So to go into that woods and have that magical feeling that the next world record or a giant could step out behind any tree is really real up here. And that was one of the exciting things for us, to come up and see deer that move in daytime and interact throughout the day and haven't been pressured by hunting and people. This is what Jeff promised us, and he put us exactly on it. Now we get to take this beautiful buck home and feed our families for the winter. And that, as hunters, is truly important to us and a very humbling moment. If you haven't had the chance to come experience deer hunting, whether it's in your own province or from else, and visit us here in Ontario, you've got to do it. I'm your host, Keith Beasley from Canada on the Rough. Remember to enjoy the greatness of Canada and be proud of your hunting heritage.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to this channel.
And follow us on Facebook and Instagram for daily original content from our adventures across Canada.